Viewers, welcome to my channel Agriculture with Samir once again. And in this video, we will be learning about one more innovative or new topic, that is different types of models. So what do we mean by models and what is the use of these models, we will be discussing in this video. So there are different models like empirical model, dynamic model, static model, stochastic model, simulation model, optimization model. Okay, so what is the use of these models? So we will studying in this video about where we need to use these models and what is the main purpose of these models. So the main purpose of these models are to find out the relation between plant and plant, plant and environment, and between a group of plants. So to find out the relation between plant and plant, different plants and plant and environment, we need to go through certain models, or we need to adopt certain models to find out these relationships. So these models also helps us in finding out the reactions of plants to different resources or to different components or different units or different products that are being applied to the plant. So what the reaction that the plant shows is also a major constraint that can be predicted and that can be known with the help of these models. So there are certain models, like one is empirical model, second is mechanistic model, third is static and dynamic model, and fourth is optimization and simulation model. Static, empirical, mechanistic, static and dynamic model, optimization and simulistic model. Okay, so let us discuss about only these four models: empirical, mechanistic, static and dynamic, and optimization simulation model, because these are very important things that that we need to know so that we can adapt in times of certain stress conditions, or when we need to sustain our crop growth, or we need to predict or get some information about different crop reactions or crop the relation between crop and the environment, or crop between crop at a particular agricultural period or cropping period. So empirical model. So going to the first one. So what is an empirical model? So this empirical model helps us in determining the data at the site itself. So in the farm, we can, if we have certain problems, like if we need to know how much amount of fertilizer we have to apply, or pesticides you have to apply, or how much the quantity of seeds that we need to sow, we can go for this empirical model. So this empirical model, we can say that it helps us in predicting the data, the site specific data, and helps us in getting a proper plan at the particular field or particular field area. So we can prepare a plan with empirical models, and we can go for improvement of our growth, yield, or sustain the growth, yield and productivity of our crop. So what is mechanistic model? So mechanistic model, the time or the word itself means we have to be very manipulative, mechanically manipulative, that is under a different or under a low attributing characteristics, or under deficiency symptoms, we can say under deficiency resources, or when there is a deficiency in resources or deficiency in nutrients, how the crop behaves or how the crop reacts to those conditions, those deficiency or insufficient resources conditions. So this can be predicted by the mechanistic model. And one more is the static and dynamic model. So what is this static and dynamic model? So when we are going for certain cropping systems like intercroppings, mixed croppings, roller croppings, so there arises, or if you are going for any annual crop, biennial crop, certain crops with long durations like jute and cotton. So if we want to predict the time period, so we have to go with static and dynamic models. So the static and dynamic models, they estimate the time period of the cropping system, or the cropping pattern, or the cropping history that we have been followed, that we had followed and we will be following in the future. So it gives us a proper prediction or proper time with which we will be completing the particular cropping system. So coming to the optimization and simulation model. So optimization itself means to optimize. So this model, optimization model, is very efficient in conditions where we have to take better decisions, better farm management decisions at critical periods, at critical growth periods of crops. When we need to take better management options, then we can go for optimization models. And coming to simulation models helps us in knowing the better in using the minimum amount of resources, with the use of minimum amount of resources, how we can grow better crop, or how we can get a better output or yield or better economic from the crops. So with simulation models we can predict and we can help to get certain plan and certain idea to grow our crops. So these are certain models. There are different models for different crops that are being followed since time, and let me say about 2-3 models of different crops, like Oryza 1. So this model is for rice and water. So what do you mean by rice and water? So Oryza 1 is the name of that model, which emphasizes on the quantity. So it emphasizes on the quantity, that what should be the amount of water to be applied to the rice crop. So Oryza 1 model mainly defines about the water management in rice crop. So as rice is a water loving plant, so we have to manage the water quantity in rice crop. So this model helps us in determining the water quantity or water management in rice crop. One more is Simcoe. This is similarly Simcoe for maize crop. And one more is ScanAgro for sugarcane. Okay, so this model helps in certain nutrient management or water management techniques in maize and sugarcane production or sugarcane productivity. So these are different models which are named along with the crop and their management systems, management strategies. So this helps us in knowing to predict the proper or make a proper plan to grow our crop, sustain the productivity at a particular farming place, and sustain our growth, yield, resources. Better utilization of our resources is the prime aim of these models, and the better utilization of resources, the better utilization of time, and the better utilization of our cropping. There should not be any cropping density or cropping intensity should not be high, so that there remains any competitive effect between 2 or 3 crops when they are grown simultaneously. So one more model we can say that determines about the quantity and quality is deterministic model. So what this deterministic model does is, with this help we can determine the quantity of fertilizers, the quantity of pesticides, the quantity of water, the quantity of different nutrients that we need to apply to the crops at the particular time. So empirical, mechanistic, static and dynamic, and deterministic and optimization simulation models are different models or techniques. These are certain plans by which we can predict and maintain better crop productivity, crop growth and crop yield. And these are certain names of certain crops and their management according to their management strategies that are being followed. So guys, this is all about the different models, and keep liking, learning, sharing and subscribing to my channel. And any query, please comment in the comment section below, and thank you for watching.